Hey guys, so today I'm going to be teaching you how to condition your neck when you restring your guitar using the Dunlop Cleaning series. Okay, the first thing you're going to have to do is de-string your guitar. For this, for my guitar, I have a Floyd Rose bridge, and therefore I have a locking nut, which means the first thing I need to do is use an Allen key to loosen off the nuts. The next thing is to detune your guitar. Obviously you can manually do this by hand, or much easier, you can use a string winder. Get yourself in there and just rotate it until they're sloppy. Right, the next stage you don't necessarily need to do, but for ease, I'm going to completely remove the locks. Notice when you detune the strings, how the tension lowers the bridge back into its solid position. Okay guys, so now you've got it into this state, next stage is to remove the strings at the machine head end. For this, if you've already loosened off the tension, you should be able to just unwind by hand. If not, you'll have to continue to detune it at the machine head. Again, you can either do this by hand or with the aid of a string winder. With mine, I've kept the balls of the strings at the top of it. Being a Floyd Rose, you can't put the balls into the bridge, so I leave them at the top, or the bullets, depending on what types of strings you've got. So for me, I now need to cut the strings. Make sure you've done the other stages first, you don't want to cut them whilst they've still got tension. And then take the string ends out of the machine heads. If the balls aren't at this end, then this stage can be skipped because your strings will already be out. Okay, the next stage now is to remove the strings from the bridge itself. Okay, for this you're going to need your Allen key. I've got mine multi-tool, and I prefer to use the whammy from the bridge itself and apply pressure to it to lift the back end of the bridge up. For the Floyd Rose, you need to go in at the base to de-string. Okay? Turn the Allen key, pull the string out. Now you've got a loose block in there, so you want to re-tighten that. Okay? And you want to do this for each string. Okay, so the first stage that I do, just use a standard furniture wood polish, protect your pickups, just give the neck a quick little squirt, and a toothbrush. As you can see, mine's been used plenty of times for this. Just get into every fret, just remove the dirt from as much of it as you can. And don't think because you use a guitar more the neck's going to be cleaner, it's going to be the other way around. If I find a neck that's too clean, I know someone's not playing their guitar. And then just get a really old rusty bit of cloth, dirty bit of cloth. Just give it a quick wipe down. Obviously if you've got clean cloth that's better, but it's not too much of a worry because this is only the first stage of clean. And there you go, right. Next stage, you've got your Dunlop 01. This will soak into the wood. Grab the dirt from inside it, again protecting my pickups. We'll soak in, grab the dirt from inside the wood and soak it up to the surface. So just leave that in there for a little while, get the same bit of cloth, or another bit, whichever way, and bring that off, and as you can see that's just the first 2 frets. So it really does do a deep clean. And that's already after you've done the first bit with the toothbrush. Okay, next stage is your Dunlop 02. This one is basically a wood conditioner. For this one you've got a sort of spongy top. Make sure you hold it upside down and give it a bit of squeeze on the first one just to get it flowing. and then just run down each of your frets, coating as much of the fret as you can with the cleaner. If you start to notice it's thin, just give it another quick squeeze, carry on down the neck. And you want to leave that to soak in for a little while. So now that's had a while to soak in, got myself a soft cloth that is clean, and this time what we're going to do is take off the excess and push the excess into the edges of the fret, because you're not always going to be able to get in to the edge of the fret with this with that bottle because of the top of it. Okay, you've got other types of cleaners. You can use you've got lemon oils, which is quite a common one as well. And to be honest with those, you can do the exact same thing, but some of them come as a spray on. So for that you can just spray it on, but I'd still advise giving it a quick little rub down with a bit of cloth, just to make sure that it gets right into the edges of everything and you're not left with a wet neck. Okay, now your guitar's clean, it's just ready for a restring.